the Panda XPB36. Alright folks, coolest little washing machine ever. I was so stoked about getting this, I wanted to record a video and exactly explain how it works, and of course tell you guys where to get it at the best possible price. Before you buy it on Amazon, which is where I was going to originally get it, I found it on eBay for $1.99 shipped. Very affordable when you're like me and you just got out of the military and you bought an RV. So yeah, I wanted my house to be movable, and I kind of found myself in a predicament. I didn't have a washer, and I was spending $2 to wash and $2 to dry 4 loads a week. Add that up, it can get quite expensive. So anyways, to the review, guys. Panda, this is your washer. This is your spin dryer. The washer is quite large for such a small size. That's your lint catcher. They say that you can put up to, I think it's 9 pounds. Now, before I get any further, I should go ahead and tell you guys, this washer does come in 2 different models. This is the XPB36. It does have the drain that I can do that right there. Now, the drain is basically going to do exactly what it says. It's going to drain all the water out of the washer. The spin dry will drain automatically, so as soon as you turn the spinner on, it's going to send all the water this way. Now, I have it in the bathtub for several reasons. If you guys have watched other reviews like I have, this unit does leak. So, because it leaks, I don't want water on my floor, so I'll put it in the bathtub, and that squashes that problem. This unit, the XPB36, does have a pump, meaning that you can pretty much drain it going uphill if you want to. There is another one, and I want to say it's called like a Pan 30. It's blue. It kind of looks cheap. That one, you do have to drain it downwards. It is a little bit cheaper, but I would certainly invest the extra $20, $30 and buy this one. So, real quick, I'll show you guys how this works. You're going to fill it up with water. It does come with the most handy little hose ever. This hose can go from here, the inlet, or the outlet, or rather that would also be an inlet. This is going to fill up water on the washer side. So I'm going to put the sink on, pop this open, and what you can see is the water coming down there. Now I'm just going to throw a couple articles of clothing in here. So I'll throw some scrubs, and here's a t-shirt, and here's another t-shirt, and underwear, and all that good stuff. Fill this up. I'm not going to fill it all the way up because I don't want this review to turn into 18 minutes long. But it does take a while to fill up, especially if you have weak water pressure. Me being in an RV park, I do have very weak water pressure. So, it's going to fill that up there. We're just going to pretend this is, you usually want to fill it up about where that lint catcher right there is. So around, you know, the head of that. But when it does fill up, what you're going to do is you're going to close this. You're going to set it on the appropriate time, hence the wash timer. Alright, Panda has their own recommendations. 9 minutes is pretty much going to give you a super clean on your clothes. It is important, don't overload this. I have put more than 9 pounds in it. It does do the job, but it takes longer to dry because the spin dryer is quite small, and you're not going to be able to fit all of your clothes in there if you fill this up. So, I'm going to go ahead and shut this water off for now, even though it's not full. I just want to show you guys how this works. I'm going to hit your wash timer. This is your drain selector. You have wash, you have drain. Keep it in the middle when you're not using the machine. However, when you want to wash, flip it over to wash. You can go ahead and crank it up to 9 or wherever you guys want to wash it. It's kind of loud. It's got kind of an obnoxious clicking noise, but the benefit to you is this is not going to take 30 minutes to wash your clothes and another 30 to dry like most people, well, maybe to dry because it is simply a spin dry. It does not have heat. So if you guys think this dryer is going to put out heat, you might want to reevaluate your purchase decision. So we're going to fast forward this and say we're going to go ahead and pretend that we're at 0 now. You're going to pull this out. You're going to take a look in here. This is going to be filled with water. So you are going to come over here to the drain selector and you're going to click, click, drain. Voila. Now the pump, the internal pump, because this is the correct unit, it is going to pump water out here. Now I'm going to go ahead and run that into the drain like I'm doing, because I don't want this thing to be sitting in a puddle of water. But once it drains, I'm going to go ahead and save you guys a lot of time. A lot of reviews tell you to fill this back up with water. You do not have to do that. Simply take your hose, take it to the other inlet, which is going to be connected to the spin dry. So what I do, let's go ahead, turn that off. Let's go ahead and start moving stuff over. So open this up. So I'm just going to put a couple pieces in here because, like I said, I don't want this to turn into too long. But pair of scrubs, t-shirt. Squash this down. This is taking out all the excess water. Squash that down. Now, these clothes are still going to have soap in them. I did not put soap in this load because this is simply for instructional purposes only. But I'm going to squash that down. I'm going to close this. I'm going to close this. I'm going to take this nice, handy-dandy little water hose, and I'm going to hook it back up to the sink. Really dirty sink. That's why you guys should never paint your sink black. So I'm going to have to fix that. But I'm going to cut my water on. And what we're doing... Oops, that was my bad. What we're doing is we're putting clean water on the soapy clothes. So what I like to do, because I'm a weirdo, I like to go ahead and kind of just you know, move the clothes around myself. Reason being, I want to make sure all of the soap gets out of my clothes because I don't want to be drying that, or wearing that rather. Close this. Go ahead and start your spin dry. So we're going to put it on 3. So what we're doing right now is we're now spin drying. Let's take... You're also going to be dumping water out of the unit as it's drying. Hence, spin dry, taking all the water out of your clothes. They are going to be rather damp, so you do need to allow yourself, I would say, generally an hour hanging up a t-shirt will take care of your problem. But I'm going to turn the water off now, because we should have had enough clean water running through there. The machine is going to start working a lot less, the less water there in the clothes. We're going to crank this up. It does have a safety cutoff. And the Panda is not working, folks. This is not a good review at all. I think I just broke the machine. Wow. To be continued.